friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits and my intuition, the tarot, to communicate energies to you guys amazing viewers. If you're new to this channel, welcome. You found me, and I'm so blessed that you found me. I hope these messages resonate for you. And if you're returning, I'm so grateful to be here doing your reading yet again today. I was trying to sleep, and I kept getting this person coming through, wanting to communicate. And so I thought maybe we'd get away with 3 piles, but no, there's 4 piles. So only those of you guys who have someone that's wanting to communicate to you something is pulling through here, and it wouldn't leave me alone. So whoever this is going to come through. Do not force this message, okay? This could be your high self communicating something to you. This could be the high self of someone that you're dealing with. And this could be coming from someone's 3D self. I don't know. It's up to you to use your own intuition. So the best thing to do is sit with your intuition to pull into a pile, okay? And whichever pile you're called to will most likely have your message, although we are sometimes drawn to our own energy, meaning your high self comes through, or whatever it is, through the divine wanting to communicate to you, maybe something you already intuitively know. Okay, so I'll hold these up shortly, but let's get into the disclaimer. So the disclaimer here is, don't force messages that aren't for you. If you're feeling triggered, it could still be your message, and it's just tapping into some sort of shadowy aspect of yourself, okay? But if it doesn't make sense and you're not sure what it's saying, then it's not your message. There's no need for you to understand it. There's just, I don't resonate, and you can go to another pile, okay? And maybe it's not your reading. Maybe there is no message here. Don't force it to fit. No, this isn't Linda making things up. This is me channeling the cards and energy. Whatever the energy comes through is exactly as I read it. I don't really care so much whether you're hurt or frustrated or disappointed or whatever. That's not really up to me to decide or make any judgment, okay? I hope you're healed. I hope that you want to heal. I hope that there is love in your heart, but that has nothing to do with what I want, okay? So it's between you and the divine in regards to how you take this message. And so I don't know what's going to be communicated to here and through this channeling to you. And so all I do is promise you that I will read it honestly and openly, as lovingly as I can, okay? But when I channel direct messages, it is sometimes just flowing through. So it's uncandid. Like, I'm not going to intervene with my own opinions and my own energy, okay? I just let it flow. Let it ride. If your person's full of venom, then that's what comes out, okay? But I do put a trigger warning always on these readings because we might not be prepared, and that's fine. Let's be gentle with ourselves. We're not prepared. We don't want to hear it. Then let's not go in there trying to booby trap ourselves, okay? So I don't know who wants to talk to you, but someone really wants to talk to you, and let us use this as sort of a way to reflect what we consciously in our subconscious already know, so that we can consciously make different decisions based on how we engage. Okay, this is always meant to help, meant to guide you through. It's not meant to hinder you, not meant to keep you in pining or any sort of limerence on anyone. Okay, so if you're here just to get some sort of, I don't know, fix to your tarot addiction, then I'm not your reader. Okay, you can go away. I don't care. This is new me, new vibe, okay? Doesn't matter to me. All that matters to me is your healing, your ascension, your growth, and that is what I want to see here, okay? So I don't care if I'm limited here. I don't care if there's one person here. All I know is that I'm channeling whatever it is you're needing to hear, and so I do hope that you guys can make something out of these messages, okay? So I do love you very much, and I do hope that you choose healing and love, but like I said, my hopes, my wishes, my feelings have nothing to do with anything. Okay, so beautiful angels. Let's look at the cards or the decks that we're using here. So let's start with the oracles. Hopefully you guys can see this. So I do like my new camera-ish, but the sound quality is not very good. Okay, so I do apologize. And this deck, which doesn't really have a pack. Okay, and then these decks right here. So here are your options. Option number 1, El Tarot deck. I don't know where I hold it, where you can see where there's no glare. Option number 2, Osiris Tarot. Option number 3, Clarity Tarot. And finally, option number 4, the Steel Wizard Tarot. So if you're stuck and you're saying, oh, I'm drawn to the big box. Well, some people are drawn to the white. Some people are drawn to the little box. If you're drawn to the big box, then you're drawn to the big box. Okay, I don't know. People get triggered when the boxes aren't the same. So whatever pulls you to it, that's your pile. Don't fight. Don't resist. Don't try to change it. If it doesn't make sense, go out of it. You don't have to listen to that reading. It's not committed to that pile, okay? Only if it resonates. You could go bam, 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 listen to all 4. Not for me, not for me, not for me, not for me. I don't know. Okay, or for me, for me, for me, for me. We could be listening to somebody's message that's we're not expecting to hear. And so if we're already pegged to one understanding, then we miss the message altogether. Keep an open mind, an open heart, and whatever this messaging is going to come through to you, okay? And I do feel like maybe we'll use some charms. Yeah, so these are the charms we're using. Tea with Karen. Okay, so it's the tea leaf reading charm pack that we'll be using to sort of maybe provide a little bit of insight in this connection. Okay, so I'll let you sit with this. I'll shut my mouth. Timestamps in the description box in the pinned comment below. It will take you directly to your pick, and I will see you at your pick. Hello, gorgeous angel pile 1. You guys pick El Toro deck for your pick. Who couldn't wait till tomorrow to deliver this message to you? I don't know, but this person could not wait to communicate. So we're going to channel this message from someone. Do not peg yourself to knowing who this person is because you'll miss the message altogether. Sometimes it's our high self. Sometimes it's the high self of someone we know. Sometimes it's a 3D self. But either which way, someone wants to communicate to you. Could be your spirit team. Could be divine guidance. Okay, could be someone on your mind. I don't know, but let's keep an open mind. The only thing that won't keep you here is if it doesn't resonate. If you don't understand what this is, then don't stay here. It's not your message, okay? Only the people here who are needing to hear whatever communication comes through is whose message this is for, okay? So we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Pile number 1, this person who wants to communicate. What are they wanting to say to pile 1? So now because we don't know who this is, it might make things a little difficult for you. I'm not doing an energy check because I wasn't even intending on doing a reading. So very important to use your own intuition here, okay? Hopefully some pulls through of who this is, but I think this is for those of you guys who are in tune with your intuition. So we have the Death card, and it is in reverse. So we have Scorpio energy coming through, and someone who can't express themselves. With this, I can't express myself. So now I understand the urgency behind this reading. Someone who hasn't communicated to you because they have a hard time expressing themselves. Now, I do feel I'm just pulled to the one on the bottom that revealed itself, but I do feel there's more here. I can't make a decision. So maybe they've been sitting idle for some time here. Sitting 2 swords, sitting 2 pentacles. Another one, Spirit said. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 1. Who is this person wanting to communicate? What are they wanting to say? So I will channel this person, okay, directly to you. Once we pull all the oracles, you guys can skip ahead if you don't like this process. Helps me to tap into my intuition. What does pile 1's person wants to communicate, Spirit? And 2 more oracles, or 2 more oracle packs, I should say. One of these. This person, I feel, has quite a bit to say to you. So I don't know how long they've been suppressing themselves, but I feel like there's suppression here. And yeah, so I don't know why all of a sudden they're kind of triggered to express themselves. If they've been suppressed, hopefully we understand why the urgency here in expressing themselves, because I feel like it's been some time, because I feel like someone's resisting some sort of change, some sort of transformation. Something might have ended, or there's a fear of something ending with this in reverse, because this is the death. Yeah, like there's some sort of ending here. Okay, let's lay it all out before I start to get all channeled. Okay, I can't express myself. I can't make a decision. Is it over? Don't put up with my BS. I don't want to be alone. I need to hold back my true feelings for you. Well, that's what I can't express myself. Protection. Someone's been guarded. I hope to have a future with you one day. I never experienced this intense connection before. Things move so fast, and I didn't know how to trust my own feelings for you. Trust my feeling for you. My feeling? I don't know. That doesn't make sense, but okay. I know what you mean to me. I am ready to be with only you now. Well, I can't make a decision. Looks like there's a decision there. This isn't over between us. I'm coming back for you. Determination. Oh my goodness. I'm getting Capricorn energy from that, and Leo energy as well. I dream of you. Holy camole. Okie dokie. Let's take a look at the tarot. So, bottom of the deck. Queen de Bitcoins. So that's the Queen of Pentacles. So heavy Capricorn energy, Virgo, Taurus. 9 swords. Anxiety. Sleepless nights. Page of Cups. Someone who has been holding back their emotions, potentially owes you an apology. So we got some idea of who this might be. The Knight of Swords, somebody who withdrew or wasn't facing the challenge. Someone who is sitting on a decision here and choosing this connection, and a new beginning, emotional new beginning. What's under this Queen of Pentacles? The Temperance, Sagittarius energy, balance. Okie dokie. This message is very clear. I will go into the channeling, and then we will read what we need to read, whatever isn't communicated through here, because there's a lot. Okay? So give me a minute. Before I channel this person, I want to read what's coming through here, because I think I might need to give it a little bit of context. I feel like things have been very imbalanced in this connection. This connection has been one of healing, but it's been really, really hard for this person to express themselves. They haven't told you the depths of how they feel. They're challenged with opening their heart space, how they really, truly feel. And I think they want to have the ability to communicate how they feel and express this to you. I feel this person has ran or hasn't taken the challenge because there's way too much anxiety here. So there's voices with anxiety here about having to do this for whatever reason. And so they haven't given you clarity or provided clarity in this situation in regards to, do they want to choose this connection? I feel like they're hanging on to a part of themselves here that needs to be released. And I feel like there's been a very long time with the skeleton here. So you guys might be involved with this person for quite some time, or just feels like there's been a long, okay, but maybe you guys are separated here, because I feel like the Death card is either anticipating the end of something. And so I feel like, because like I said, there's an urgency in communicating this to you, because it had to come today. And so I feel like, I don't know, someone might have owed you an apology for some time and sat on it, or is coming to understand that if they don't confront something here, then there's like an end here they're trying to prevent. And it's all around them becoming honest with being clear and being certain about this connection, and providing you clarity and providing clarity in this connection. They've been defensive. And I feel like with this, is it over? Something's happened between you and this person, because I feel like an apology, I don't feel is just because I apologize because I wasn't expressing. It's like, I owe you an apology here about something that's happened that's triggered me, in order to come forward here about a deeper sort of issue, which is the fact that I have been holding back my feelings about you. And so I want you to know there's a determination here. I don't want you to go. I don't want to experience this ending with you. So if you've been apart from this person, it's like, I won't let you go. I don't want to let you go. And I feel like we're connected here. But I've been guarding myself and protecting myself and potentially protecting you. And what am I protecting you from? I'm protecting you from some understanding of myself that might be not very healthy, because I feel like I've been giving you the short end of the stick or treating you in a way here that might have been taking you for granted. But it's mostly because of my own inability to face my anxiety and confront this energy that I'm being called to do. And so the feelings for you are very intense, but maybe where I was foggy and I couldn't make a decision, I'm now very clear in regards to overcoming this obstacle, because the obstacle that I'm seeing is me. The obstacle I'm seeing here is my inability to communicate. I have to overcome this. It's still there, but I see it now. I see how this obstacle got in the way of you and I, and it became my BS. So I want you to know that I'm connected to you here. I'm thinking of you. So if you're in a separation here, it's like, I'm dreaming of you. I'm thinking of you. I'm connected to you. And these feelings are very intense. And I feel like you're either slipping away, you're removed, or there's a sense here that I can't connect to you like maybe I used to or that I want to. And I don't want to be sitting here looking at what I missed out on. And so I'm coming to an understanding of this future that we can build. And this is me having to choose one of these swords and make a decision about our future and getting clear with you about this. Okay, so let me tap into directly channeling with this person's message, okay? I feel like I'm going to lose you, and I don't want this to be the case, but at the same time, I understand. I understand why you would remove yourself from this experience, but it's giving me a lot of things to think about here. But in the past, I've let my own thoughts get in the way of me expressing to you how I truly feel about you, and instead of dealing with it, sitting with it, and coming forward, it's like I would freeze. And so I want to be able to express myself to you, but I know that this comes from me connecting to part of myself that I have to accept. I have to be fully allowing myself to feel love, allow myself to be vulnerable, allow myself to be seen. And so I feel like I've been getting in the way. And the biggest challenge we've had in this connection is my inability to choose you and to be clear with you and to decide on this connection. I've been very guarded, and you've been alongside of me. I feel like we've been together here for some time, regardless of how I've acted, regardless of what sort of energy you got from me, you've been here. And so I feel like my fear is that I've taken too long and that I'm going to lose you forever. And I feel like I want you to know that I'm very determined to make things work between us, that I don't want you to slip through, and that I feel very inspired intuitively here and pulled to you. And I feel like every time we're together, there's this intensity that makes me freeze, an intensity in emotions that makes me pull back in anxiety and not be able to talk to you, confront this feeling. It's overwhelming and it overpowers me. But now that I've experienced you by my side and what we've experienced together, I don't like the life without you. I don't want to be separate from you. I don't want to experience a life that is not with you beside me. And so I really want the future that I can envision having with you, that I think you've always been wanting. And I feel like I've had to show up for you in a way here that's really pushed me to express a part of myself that I've been suppressing and having a very difficult time letting out. It's my authentic expression of how I truly feel and connect with my emotions. I've been very blocked here, and mostly it's not because of you, it's because of how I connect to my emotions. I've had to open my heart space and allow myself to be vulnerable. But I feel like a big challenge is just me not providing you the certainty and the clarity. I feel like you're someone I could really rely on, someone who's been reliable throughout this period of time, someone who hasn't really needed me. And so it made it easy for me not to have to really do anything different than what I've been doing, because you've just been managing. You've just been grounded, reliable, and very caring, very grounded. And so I feel like the way you've been supportive of me throughout this experience is something that maybe I have been taking for granted, because now I've been thrown into this feeling that I might lose you. I have a feeling that you might become sort of a distant thing for me if I don't tell you how I feel, if I don't choose you right now. I feel like you'll become the one that got away, or this vision of you, of some fantasy that can never be. And I don't want that to be coming between us. I need you to know that I don't want this to be the end. I need you to know that I also don't want things to remain the same, because when I hurt you, I hurt myself. And so when I can't express how I feel, when I keep you in limbo, when I keep things confusing, when I keep things in a way here that's not choosing the future, or when I don't confront what I need to, I hurt you and I hurt myself. And so I didn't know how fast I was supposed to move. I didn't know what decisions I was supposed to make. I didn't know what I was supposed to say or do. And this intimidated me to just not confront or deal with these emotions, because it's easier for me just to not lean into the emotions or express myself. But I can't do this anymore. And I'm getting very, very clear about the fact that this is a big, big problem here. And it's been a problem not just with you, but it repeats here in my world. But specifically, it's been highlighted with this connection with you, that this is a big challenge that I need to overcome in my world in order for me to find happiness for myself, for me to get confident about myself, for me to have clarity about my future. I have to overcome this. Pile number 1. Oh my goodness, I had to intervene there because I feel like this person is going to go on. And let's get the charms, okay? Because I don't want these readings to be really long. Like I said, I wasn't intending on these readings, but someone's coming through very strong, and you should know who this is, because I feel like this person feels very strong about you. Okay, let's pull some charms, or you might want to mute your volume. Maybe pull some more. Okay, let's see who this is. I'll leave that there. Why not? So Pentacle. So this person wants to come with an offer of something solid. I feel like this person has not yet chose this connection, or grounded it, or made an offer of something practical here. Okay, so this is a new beginning, a seed for the future. And I think this person was talking about a future, but we need a seed in order to plant the future. Here's a mermaid. So this talks about the siren energy. This person's really pulled by your beauty, okay, or really pulled by your energy. But they might have feared that you were luring them to their own demise here, because there's a lot of fear of intensity. And so the siren pulls the sailors to their own death. And so we do see the death card here. It's like, you're pulling me to make a massive transformation in my world that I've been resisting releasing. You know, I don't want to die. Part of myself doesn't want to die. You know, and the dying is really closing out and releasing old parts of myself that you've really been sort of making me do in some way energetically here. So I've been avoiding your calling, or avoiding pursuing you. So I've been unclear. Teapot, or coffee pot. This is all about connection and like communication. When we sit and have tea with someone, they're giving us a download. They're sharing about information. Could be like gossip, you know, but it's like really connecting and bonding over words. I feel like it's expressing on a one-on-one, having a date to express oneself here. Your person might be a coffee drinker or tea drinker, coming through with this coffee pot, teapot. Here's the key, the answer, the solution. So it's like, I know that I have the answer, the solution here to provide the clarity to something that was stuck. And I'm determined to get this answer. You know, I'm determined to get this right. And I feel like it's opening a new phase to this connection in order for me to be able to express to you, is going to open the door to something different that we haven't experienced. So the crown about getting empowered. This person could have felt like they were running rather than confronting with this Knight of Swords in reverse. So I'm empowered now to speak a truth, or needs to get empowered in order to come forward to tell you how I feel. Okay, here we have a guardian angel. So this is divinely guided and divinely protected. I feel this person does feel you have like an angelic sort of presence. So I don't know, you might have been very giving or kind to this person. You might have provided them with, I don't know, maybe financial stability or maybe some practical support in some way, or been very, they just feel very blessed by your presence, by this connection has been a blessing. Okay, and we have a ballerina. And so this ballerina, very graceful. And this ballerina could be someone who is, I don't know, like putting on a show. I feel like this person could have been putting on some sort of form of show here. I don't know, maybe making it so that you see a side of themselves that they want you to see, performing here for you. Or it could be, I wanted to perform and appear like this sort of beautiful ballerina. You know, because when we see this show of a ballerina, it's like perfect in grace and movement and beauty. And it's like we sit in awe. And it's like, if I can't perform, then I'm just going to not perform. I feel this person really wants to perform to a certain level to you and has not expressed it because of their getting hung up on how they're going to appear. We have the shell, and it's the outline of a shell. And so this could be the defensive energy. But it's like, what was the substance here? There was like, it was lacking some form of substance because this person was keeping you out at a distance here with this shell. So we have this, what is this? I don't know, spatula? Oh, it's like a spade in the garden, maybe? A hand spade? I don't know, maybe someone likes gardening, but it's like digging into soil in order to plant a seed. So I still feel, again, like I'm getting this connection has been ongoing for some time. You know, I really feel like the soil had to be right. This person was trying to like find the right place to plant the seed with this garden spade. And we have a wine. And it looks like wine. I don't know. It's a wine glass. Is that what that is? A wine bottle? A wine glass. Someone might like to drink wine here because it looks like grapes, or just like to drink. One glass. We had one cup here. So it's like, and this one seems like it's missing. This one's also not full. So it's like my glass wasn't full or my cup wasn't full. So if my cup's not full, I can't be able to hand it over. So this person's learning about their own self-worth, filling their own cup. They might have been very selfish too with one cup. You know, one cup. I've been self-focused. Here we have what looks like a sunflower. That could be significant in this connection. Beautiful. We have a key now with wings. Oh my goodness. So I just got a download. I feel this person feels your some sort of answer to them, some form of release that they need to transform in order for them to, I don't know, level up or get to this next phase of this doorway. But it's like, I'm going to lose out. Like this answer, you're my solution, I feel here, or the answer to my problems, or you have the key to this future vision that I hope to have. But I feel like it's eluding me. Like, I don't know, you might be leaving this person, or they feel like you're taking the answer with you. Like you have the key, and if you leave, then my future leaves with you. Yeah, there's an urgency here to get this message out to you. So the snake's all about healing, shedding the old version of ourself. So I was one version of myself that I need to release in order for me to be in my authentic skin, you know, or the new skin. I guess I need to shed the old, release. Been hanging on to the old version of myself, needing to do a lot of healing, go through a lot of experience again, and getting that this connection's been ongoing for some time. I think you've been through this person's shedding of their skin because there's wisdom that comes through experience. I feel like this person's gone through quite the experience here with you. Look at this, 2 dolphins, compassion. So I feel how you feel. That's what this is telling me. If you feel deep love, I feel the exact same way. I haven't been able to show you or mirror this back to you. And there's deep love, deep compassion here. Beautiful companionship, love, friendship. I feel like there's a bonding here that runs very, very deep. Okay, and then we have a dog tag that says made with love. So a dog tag could be significant. There could have been like an exchange of maybe a necklace, or I don't know, like a tag is almost like I'm yours, like I've gone through an experience here and now I have the tags to sort of prove it. Or the two swords where I was incapable of making a decision. And it's like, I want to be tagged here in some way, like as you knowing that I'm choosing to be yours. But with this made with love, it's like the love that I feel has guided me to make this decision. That through the love I feel, I was able to come to some decision or to be committed in some way with this dog tag. Gone through some battle. Yeah, it's like a pendant. Maybe there was a pendant given or like something here. And it feels like we've gone through war in some way here, or some battle where I've had to battle myself in order to come up with this. So beautiful pile number 1. This is your reading. Oh, I held the ballerina in reverse, I think. Oh my goodness, that's what I get for doing this really late. There's your ballerina in the upright. Some of you guys might like to dance. Okay, there might be some dancing with you and your partner, or they might like to watch you dance. Something about music's pulling through. So, beautiful angels. This is your reading. I think your person really wants you to know. Maybe they feel like you're pulling away in some way here because there's really this urgency, like I said. And it's like, I need to apologize. I need to tell you because you're leaving with the answer I have, or you're leaving with your own solution here. And that's the only key that I have here. So you have 2 keys, and maybe we had 2 different understandings, but there's now a clarity here. But the only thing that was lacking was me standing in my power to feel confident enough to speak my truth, plant that seed. So beautiful pile 1. This is your reading. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 2, you guys picked the Osiris Tarot. Wow. Okay. Big box here. And the lighting's not the greatest here. So what are we looking at? Well, your person couldn't wait until tomorrow for this message. So we're going to channel what this person wants to communicate to you. And so like I mentioned in the intro there, and the disclaimer, that this could be anyone wanting to communicate to you. Could be your high self. Okay. Could be spirits. Could be someone you're not expecting to hear. And so it's important that we keep an open mind in order to get the message that this person wants to tell you right here, right now. So there is an urgency, and we will pull some tarot, and then I will read the cards, and then I will channel them directly. Okay, so we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message in regards to pile 2. Now, what it is that this person wants pile 2 to know right here, right now. Why are they wanting to communicate this? Now, this could come from their high self. Okay, but I feel like because I'm not doing really a check on who this is, it's very important to use your own intuition. Okay, so you should know who this is. It shouldn't be a mystery. Although, I think this is for those of you guys who are in tune with your intuition, because this is how it's coming through. Okay, so what does pile 2's person that wants to communicate to them want to say? Why are they coming through here? What are they wanting to communicate? It's weird. I'm kind of almost getting like I don't know how to handle a situation. Maybe someone sort of not knowing what to do. This one's coming out. I do feel we want that one. Okay, let's pull some of these love messages and see what this person wants to communicate. Spirit, clear and concise message for pile number 2. This person pulling through, wanting to communicate to pile 2. What do they want to say? Clear and concise message. Please help me to channel this message for pile 2. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 2. Thank you so much, pile 2, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. So I'm going to take the one that revealed itself. I do feel there's some more here. Pile 2, and this person that wants to talk to pile 2, what is it that they want to communicate to pile 2? I feel there's another one. Okay. Sometimes high self comes through, like I said, because there's something that's needing to be Understood. Sometimes spirit comes through with a message for you. Okay. But this could be someone, like I said, that you know, and you'll know by this messaging. What do they want to communicate to pile 2, Spirit? Couldn't wait till tomorrow. I like when Spirit shows why there's an urgency. And we got that with pile 1. No, I don't know why there's 4 piles. There's another one coming out. Wow. Okay, let's take a looky-look. What do we have? Bottom of the deck. 6 Pentacles. All about balance, give and take. High Priestess, Pisces energy. And we have 5 Swords. Okay. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have, I'm getting Leo here from that lion as well. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, and then we have the Magician, Virgo, Gemini. Magician's all about communication. We have 10 Wands. Okay, now I see the urgency. Thank you very much. Yes, and the Devil. Capricorn energy. 7 of Swords in reverse. Wowzers, wowzers, and more wowzers. The Star in reverse. Aquarius energy. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Clear message. Now, let's go through these ones before I start to go through all this jibber jabber. We have, I love you so much no matter what. I am working on myself each day so I can come back to you. I hope to have a future with you one day. This isn't over between us. I'm coming back for you. Look at all these coming backs. I fear you will never forgive me. Don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. I am the man. Some ego here. I need to hold back my true feelings for you. I can't do this right now. And stop. And protection. This came out for pile 1. If you guys were interested, there is some overlap here. Please don't give up on me, and betrayal. Oh my goodness. Okie dokie. Let me sit here with this energy, okay? And then we will start to read, and then I will start to directly channel. What's under the Star in reverse is the Page of Cups. Okay. Pile number 2, it's a different energy I feel here, but it's still looks kind of like pile 1 had a person there that was kind of in a desperate state. I feel like this is someone who you intensely sort of had a awakening with, or some form of intensity with, is very, 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 very intense here. Okay. And so when we're in very intense energies, we sort of react. I feel like this person was taken aback by the intensity of what they felt in this connection. And so I do feel for this group, this person is removed here from your presence. And they might have just pulled themselves away from this connection to grab their bearings. Okay, but I feel like there's a high spiritual connection here, a very highly intuitive connection here that's happening on an intuition base, through telepathy, through a knowing, a deep understanding that there's something here. And all this person did was run or avoid or not address this inner knowing. Okay, and this created conflict between you and this person. So they might have just did what they did to you, either ghosted, didn't acknowledge, run, or lie in some cases, okay? Or react in doing something impulsive. And for some of you guys, it could have been choosing someone else, okay? But that's just for a small few of you guys. But I think it was not choosing this connection. That was the lie. Because if they were listening to their intuition, they would have been honest with their feelings. And so I feel like this person could have been somebody who was coming in hot and cold, you know, like showing up here in some way, but they didn't provide you clarity in regards to what this connection really means to them. And so it almost seemed like it was meaningless in some capacity between you and this person because of how they were just maybe, I don't know, for some of you guys breadcrumbing, for some of you guys just taking from this connection. And for some of you guys, is just pulled away completely, not wanting to give to this connection. And so what's happening here is like, whatever I did, I'm feeling really bad about this. And so now I see the urgency. I owe you an apology. I wasn't honest and authentic. And so whatever I did here hurt you, and it betrayed your trust on a spiritual level. And so whatever vision or hope, desire I could possibly ever want with you here was compromised because of my action. So I want to apologize to you. And I feel like it was so intense here. It was so intense, this connection. And I feel like it's still intense because you're on my mind on repeat here, day and night, day and night. But I also have this unhealthy way of coping with connection because I'm still an egoic version of myself. And so I pulled away from you because I couldn't be in the energy to give to you at that point in time because I was still weighed down by something here that was taking up and consuming me. But now the intensity of this connection is consuming me. And so I feel like what I did is unforgivable here because what I did was block you out in a way here and choose the egoic thing and choose to betray you and not be honest. And so you deserve way better than this treatment. And so how can I manifest here and communicate to you what it is I wanted to build with you? So I'm losing hope because now we've been apart for some time. And so I want you to know that even though we've been apart, my intense desire here to come together with you is very intense. Like I need to contribute to this connection in a way that I haven't, or else I might lose you forever. And I feel like all hope is going out the window. And really the future keeps replaying in my mind because there's a vision of what we can attain here, you and I together, but I have to give to this connection. And I know that if I continue in the energy that I am, removed, pulled away, or lying to you by action, and by choosing something else or someone else or doing this thing, it only shows you the opposite of how I feel. And you don't deserve this. And this connection, it means more to me. So I want to show you and reflect to you what you mean to me, but I'm still kind of guarded here. And I need you to know that like the timing here for me is kind of real bad because I have to look at this devil energy that I'm in, but it's too intense and I can't be held back no more. So I have to deal with this because I'm at the point where I can't be removed. I have to apologize. Okay. And acknowledge that I did something here that wasn't in the highest good of this connection at all. And so I'm going to come back here and I really want you to forgive me. I really want you to give me a second chance. I really want to be heard, for the truth here, because I do want things to develop over time, but it's so intense that I feel like all of it all at once is what scared me. And so I'm hoping we can manifest something over time. So I'm trying to come up with what I can say and face my courage to face you, because now I got to sort of eat crow here and really not be held back, but communicate with courage. And also I feel like I have an animal instinct here that's just driving me right now that I can't hold back anymore. Okay. And I don't want things to be lopsided here energetically. And I let you down. Okay. So let's now just say what this person, I'm going to channel them directly. Okay. I feel like you triggered something within me that instantaneously lit a fire under me, and I reacted in the opposite way in which I was intending on reacting. And so I disappointed you. And I don't know if you'll ever believe me now when I tell you how I truly feel, and I still don't truly understand fully because I'm consumed by my passion and my drive to connect with you. It's a desire I have here that I don't know where it stems from. And so I know that there's something very spiritual here pulling me. And I know that I have to right wrongs. I know I have to bring about something here in order for us to be back on the same page, or for us to get someplace in this connection. I can no longer be pulled away or pretend or deny or suppress this feeling I have for you. And so, although I'm very scared here to face you, because I don't know if you're going to chop my head off or yell at me or be very angry about what I did here, but I feel like I have nothing to lose. And I feel like I'm very saddened here by my actions and that I might never get a chance at you. So I have to apologize. I have to face you. I have to deal with the sabotage that I did here, and it's like my ego was keeping me away from you and getting in the way. I still know I have this egoic version of myself here that's still here. I haven't gotten rid of it. And so that part of me tries to tell me that maybe, I'm right in doing what I did in some way here to protect myself, because it's all about protecting me. But I know intuitively and deep down spiritually that in order to manifest something here, I can't be in that energy. And so I know that there's more to us than what's happened and transpired. I know there's more to us that needs to be developed. I know there's more here that can only happen if I step out of this energy, which I have to do and I'm being called to do. And so I feel like this is going to impact our future. I see a future here with you, but I see it slipping between my fingers if I don't come forward and apologize and really put myself in a vulnerable space here. Because I feel like you won't forgive me if I go much longer here pretending as though I don't care or pretending as though this other thing mattered. So I don't want you to just say, screw it, screw this person who just didn't show up at the time that they needed to. And so I don't want you to move on. I don't want you to give up. I want you to understand that I have these real intense feelings for you, but I also have these unhealthy ways of how I connect with love and these patterns that I do that keep me in some sabotage mode that don't generally end up working in my favor. And so it's like I see this part of myself and it's like my lower version of self. And then I see you and it's like, you don't deserve this version of me. You don't deserve someone in this low vibe type energy that's still unhealed, that's still triggered by ego and sabotage and can't communicate how I'm truly feeling or dealing with this intensity that's feels very real. It's like the best way for me to deal with this was just to suppress it and not acknowledge it. But I know that's not healthy. And so I want to come up to your level. I want to be able to contribute more energetically here than I have been. I don't want to be removed from you in this space that I've created. And specifically, I don't want you to see me in a light of someone who I'm not. I do care, although I've shown you the opposite. And I haven't been honest, and I want to be. And so I hope you take this apology or this me coming forward as a sign of an offering here, but I need to go slowly, and I want something to be created between us so that our future can be developed. I don't know how long this will take. I just know that when you triggered me and when you sparked this within me, it was too overwhelming, and I just couldn't pursue that path. And so just like a trigger response, I had to run, fight or flight, and I chose to run. And so I want you to know that my feelings are genuine, that regardless of what I did or said or didn't do, it's like that didn't diminish how I feel. I still feel the same intense energy, but sitting with that just seemed to bubble. Sitting with that just seemed to build up. And so I have to deal with it. I have to do something here before our future's compromised forever. And so I'm really torn by knowing how I truly am, in this 3D world of someone who might be not good for you. But it's like, I need to deal with this in order for us to find a middle ground. And I wanted to protect you from this version of myself. And I felt like maybe I could pull you down with this if I didn't resolve it. And I felt like this connection was just way too intense to deal with, to look at these truths. And so now I just hope you forgive me. Now I just hope that we can overcome this part of what I did, so that we can work on the next stage. I don't know what this next stage is. I can't promise you anything except for I do want a future. I don't know how to get there, and I don't know how slow this will go, and I don't know how much courage it's going to ask for me to do, how I'm going to have to be. I don't know, but I do know that I don't want to lose you, and I do know that I could be much better for you than how I've shown up, and that's what I want to do here. So please just give me patience and don't leave. Okay, pile number 2. I almost lost track of who and what. Let's look at your charms, okay? Because I feel like this person is like been removed from you and you're slipping away. And so any longer, they feel like it's going to be more difficult for them to work with you. Okay, so let's take a look at the charms. There's a little bit more. So we have the skull, Scorpio energy. This is a need for a transformation, but I feel like they're scared that it might be over between you and this person. I think they've waited very long here, or there's been a big pause. Okay, yeah, look at this hourglass. Okay, and this hourglass is talking about timing. And so I feel like it's been a long time. And this is also talking about divine timing. So I feel like timing is really important here for when this person is able to release some part of themselves in order for them to step forward. But you've been waiting for some time. Look at this horseshoe. But I'm getting magnet. And with the devil there, like this person's really pulled to your energy. And I feel like both of you guys might be having a very magnetic sort of pulls energetically between the two of you guys. Okay, but I do feel this person feels lucky to be in this sort of energy of them having to pull themselves out of whatever state that they're in. But I feel like it's just very intense. The pull is very strong here with this magnet. Okay. And we have moon, so lots of fears, subconscious, and look at the star again. So the star, Aquarius energy, talks about vision of the future or hope for the future, also about healing, destiny. Okay, but Cancer and Pisces, a lot of fear around the future. And we see a rat. So the rat is like it could be like, voices in our subconscious that erode our confidence. But it's like over time, something was eroding here. And I feel like with the 10 wands, it was like I was gone for so long and it was like this constant voice that kept at it. And so I got to deal with it. I can't avoid it anymore. The rat kept chewing at that thing that I was trying to suppress potentially. And now I got to deal with the problem. The rat infestation is that thought that I was trying to suppress. Yeah, a long time. Look at this camel. So I took too long and I didn't express or show my emotion. And so you went without for so long here with this camel because I contained my emotion or I withheld. And it's like a test of endurance walking through this desert like this camel. Okay, so here we have the star. Again, Aquarius energy. I feel like with the circle around it, it's almost like I was trying to control or like encompass what it would mean for some vision of the future, like there was too much of this person trying to intervene here with what it would mean for them to be open and to explore what their wish could be. And because they felt like they couldn't control it or keep it confined, that they just ran the other way. So healing, koala bear. So Australia might be very important here. Might be from Australia. But koala bears, they tend to cling here. I feel like this person has like a pull here, like they're really hanging on to this connection in a way here. So they haven't let go. They're really clinging on to this connection. Okay. And we have the mountain. It's like a scenic view. So all these mountains are symbolic of obstacles, but very fixed sort of things. And so again, the circle here was like, maybe I was trying to control something in regards to the obstacles getting in the way or put something within I don't know, like I feel like they were trying to confine something here. Something that's very fixed, something I couldn't overcome, but I wanted good control over that. Yeah, they feel like they were out of control if they would have just pursued this connection. The peacock talks about ego. So we got I am the man, but this is about pure self-expression. The peacock is about our authentic expression. And so I feel this person was also very pulled by your beauty, like very drawn by your energy. But there's a need for them to come through expressing themselves instead of running the other way. Oh, look, we have 2 keys, just like pile number 1. So you guys might have had 2 different solutions or understandings about this connection. Yeah, 2 different understandings I'm getting because the key talks about knowledge. That opens the door to another sort of phase. And it's like you guys had 2 different understandings of what a solution could look like. Here we have the wine glass. This came out for pile 1. So someone might like to drink wine. So looks like a lot of grapes in here. Ace of Cups is an emotional new beginning. Flower, it's also a new beginning. Something budding here. Flowers might be significant. Okay, and then we have the web, spider's web. So this is all about building stability, creating something here. More Scorpio energies coming through. So it's like we can create something here, but it's going to take time, I feel. Yeah, starfish is giving me that fear of expressing myself and then being seen in a certain way, because this is where we're really sort of preoccupied with how someone might see us, or our own version of what we think we need to be or look like. Okay, about perception here. And we have the mermaid. This also came out for pile 1. And so, again, really pulled by your beauty. This is siren energy. It's like you were pulling me along here, but you were pulling me potentially to my demise. And so I resisted and I ran because I don't want to be pulled to my death. You know, like it feels like death here, because it's going to require me to shed a bunch of things here. And I wasn't ready or prepared, but there's an attraction here. And the bullet, yeah. The bullet to me is like I was hit by intensity here. I don't know. This person could have definitely gone through a spiritual awakening, like died again, you know, like I died. That version of me, or they're going through an ego death. Something struck them in order to release some part of themselves here. And that I feel like they were upkeeping. And so this rat was chewing away at that version of them, or that understanding. And I feel like this House of Cards is coming down. But look how long it's taken. So they've been away for a very long time. You know, and they might have been in no contact here with you, or not expressing. It's like the fear was at the helm and it just sort of bubbled up. Okay, pile number 2. This is your reading. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Okay, bye-bye. Hello, pile 3, Clarity Tarot. What could it wait till tomorrow? Well, someone has something to say to you. I don't know if it's your high self, if it's your spirit guide team, if it's someone who is in your world right now that you haven't communicated with or hasn't communicated to you, but this person couldn't wait. And so we're going to see most likely why this is urgent and had to be delivered today, okay, and what it is this person wants to communicate to you. So we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. And please keep an open mind. We don't know who this is, so if we start to sort of narrow who we think it is, and we start to miss the message, okay? So I just ask that you listen to this, and if it doesn't resonate, you don't know who it is, then it's not your message. You can go to another pile, or there might not be a message here for you today, and that's absolutely fine, okay? Don't force anything to fit, and certainly if it doesn't make sense, then it's not your reading. And I won't be doing an energy check, so this is for my more intuitive subscribers here that are tapping in. There's a lot of energy on these cards, okay? Because you need your intuition to know who this is. So we will do charms as well. It's kind of an afterthought so that we can add an extra layer and maybe give clarity towards who this is. But we'll go clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. Spirits, who is this person that wants to talk to pile 3, and what is it that they want to say? So we'll lay the cards, and then I'll read the cards, and then we will directly channel their message to you, okay? So clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of pile 3. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, pile 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. What is it that this person wants to communicate to pile number 3 right here, right now, Spirit? And so trust is the first card revealing itself. That's good, I think. Trust is good. So let's do the Lover Oracle. Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile number 3. What does this person want to communicate to pile 3 right here, right now, Spirit? And love messages. What does pile Three's person that has something to say to them, wants to say to them right here, right now, Spirit. This one, one more. Wow. Okie dokie. Lots of energy here tonight, people. Nine of Pentacles. Under the Nine Pentacles, we have the Tower in reverse. Don't read bottom of the deck reverse. Let's put that there. And we have the Chariot, Cancer energy. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Star in reverse, Aquarius energy. We have Nine Cups. Wow. Knight of Swords. And the World. Oh my goodness. And we have the King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Wowzers. Okay, let's get into that shortly. So we have trust. Okay. Blue's throat chakra, authenticity. I'm afraid of losing you. I am filled with regret. So I know the urgency already, and that's good because I was kind of a little snarly with spirits because I was like trying to sleep. And the messages, like I said, was coming through, someone needing to communicate. And so I feel like the other two piles, I can see the urgency here. I also see the urgency of them communicating to you very clearly. We both need time to heal. And I'm not the same person. I love you today, tomorrow, and always. I was just a fool for not admitting it earlier. Filled with regret, this person. Wow. I don't want to let you go. I miss being with you. I feel guilty about my action and what I said to you. Lots of guilt coming out tonight. I wasn't planning on having anything serious when we met, but I can't deny I'm falling for you. So we ran. I feel lonely. Okie dokie. The passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. I want out. I think this person's been in a mind prison here that's been keeping them trapped of their own making. Painful memories, yes. Yes. That's where they're trapped. That's what they want out of. It's like a replay here. I can't handle your love. Don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. And I long for your kiss, and you've triggered me. Okay, so let me tap into this, although I can't see what's going on here. Let me sit here and then I'm going to read these cards, and then I'm going to channel this person, okay? I feel like lots going to come through the channeling direct of this person rather than through the cards, but let's see what we have. I need a drink of my drink. I'm so tired, you guys. It's like the middle of the night and it wouldn't let me sleep. I think of all people, it's probably this person. It's keeping me up. Okay. You triggered this person. I don't know what happened between you and them, but it seems like all the people I'm reading today are triggered, except I haven't done pile 4 just yet. I feel this person's been really self-focused. So much so that I feel like it's been to your demise in some way, or at least the demise of this connection, because we can't be so self-focused and expect there to be balance and union in a connection and expect it to move forward in a balanced way. And I think this person is doing some sort of intervention, prevention here from a falling of a tower. And the tower is falling here because of their own inability to deal with this connection in an honest way. I don't think they were honest here. And I think they feel like they haven't done all that they can, and they've been absent. You know, I think they've been absent when it comes to providing clarity about what they want and see for the future vision of this connection. That's where they've been absent. You know, they haven't provided any certainty or clarity. It's been you in the dark and them potentially not wanting to face some sort of truth or speak about this. And it's like, I'm triggered and I need to deal with this. I need to deal with this in order for this to be successful. I have to close something out here that wasn't working. And what wasn't working was my self-focus, because I feel this person might have been very much about their own independence or their own ability to be free and their own happiness and their own world, which is great. Except I feel like it was at the compromise here of them allowing themselves to feel connected in connection. And so I feel there's a real selfishness that comes here. And it's like, now I feel like I'm going to lose you because of my inability to provide any certainty or clarity or even speak about how I feel here. And so now I feel very guilty about how I behaved. I was very self-focused, but I wasn't planning on having any feels here. And I wasn't planning to fall this way for you. And so I was very happy in my world of myself that I created. But now, whatever's happened between you guys, they're anticipating losing this connection in some way, and they feel lonely. They feel lonely here, anticipating what could be a future without you. And it's like, I regret all of these actions I was taking here that was very self-focused. And so I feel like both of us were having to go through an experience here in order for me to see the light, in order for me to get some clarity about what it was that I was behaving or doing, in order for me to see a truth so that I could close out a big part of my world. And so I was provided with a lot of healing here. But I feel like when you met me, I was a complete different person. And I'm not that person no more. And so I don't know why I've been sort of acting like this independent single person, really shutting you out of my world. Because that's who I was before I met you. And I'm certainly not that person now that I've experienced you. And so I feel like this person is showing here, like, you've woken something up from within me. But I feel like it was very intense for me to have to face. And now that I'm sitting here convincing myself or looking at the version of myself that I was, telling myself that that's who I am today, I know it's not true. And I want out of this mind prison because I feel very lonely. And I also feel like I miss you. And I also feel like I don't want you to leave. I don't want this to be over. And so every time I sit here, I think about how I chose myself in a way that was very selfish. And so these memories of what we've experienced make me feel very sad. It makes me feel sad because you've been giving. And I feel like you've been providing energy here for me, upkeeping this beautiful energy of this connection. But I feel like all I've reacted in a way here wasn't appreciative in some way here. So I miss being with you, and I don't want to be without you in a way here that brings me big regret. And so I have to communicate with you. I have to tell you the truth. And I have to trust that anything I feared facing or confronting here about this connection was really the fear I had in confronting myself. Because the big fear I had here was about the future. So I was very comfortable in sort of allowing myself to be secluded from relationship. But now it's like I have to deal with the connection in a way here that I need to deal with and get clear about what I want. You know, like, what do I want for a future here between you and I? And not only do I need to get clear about it, I need to communicate this to you. I can't keep you in the dark, and I have to go after this. And I feel like I've been very weighed down by not taking action, and I've been very defensive. So I want us to be more balanced. I want me to put a version of myself behind me before it's too late. You know, I haven't been just to you. It hasn't been balanced, and you've been showing up, and I've been showing in one energy that hasn't been fair. Okay, so now let's channel this person indirectly and what they have to say to you. It's been a long time where I've just depended on myself. It was a world that I've known. You know, I didn't need anyone. I didn't want anyone. And there's been lots of opportunity for me to change, but I was chosen to just do my own thing. And so I feel like you're out of this world. And because you're out of this world, it's kind of like a catch-22. It's like I'd have to leave my world in order to, engage in your world. And I don't know that I've accepted that challenge. I've been sort of stuck in my world, focused on myself, really giving to myself in a way here that's been very self-absorbed. But now I'm looking at what does success really mean for myself. And I think it means finding more balance between you and I. That's what's going to be successful here. And I want to really prevent catastrophe. And I think the catastrophe here is me being in this state that I'm feeling right now, which is I can't sit here in my own mental prison of feeling I'm going to lose out on you and being without you. And it's like something that I must address. And I can't continue to be in the energy that I've been in. I can't continue to just be self-focused. I feel really guilty that I wasn't addressing you. I know I have to not be in that energy. And I feel like it's been a very long time and we've both really changed. And it's like I've come to an understanding here that I'm not that person, that person that is just happy on their own by themselves doing their own thing. Although it did fulfill me, it was the world I knew. It's like now I know this other world. And so I'm not that person anymore. There's a truth that I need to accept here. And I need to be very clear to you. I need to trust that the future involves you here and not try to deny it or try to pretend like I don't see it or try to avoid it or not to be clear about my intention. And now that you're pulled away, I feel like I could lose you. I feel like this vision of what I could see of my true happiness for myself, for the future, could be taken away from me if I stay in this energy. And I really don't want to lose you. I feel there's distance growing between us. And I feel like it's mostly because of how I behaved and how I am behaving. And so this energy of maybe that's given off that I don't care or that I'm okay on my own or that I'm confidently not choosing you out of a reason of my own is not going to fly anymore. I don't want to treat you this way, as you've been very caring here and you've been very loving. And so I feel like I want you to know that I haven't been honest with you because I haven't told you how I truly feel. I feel a lot of love for you. I feel like I do need you. I do want you. I'm not okay with being apart from you. And I don't want to lose you in this way. And all this defensive energy was something I didn't want to admit to myself because I wanted to feel independent, secure, stable on my own, not needing anyone here. And so if you come close, it was like my only defense for myself to protect myself because that would require me to be vulnerable. And so the only way I stepped forward was by not telling you the full truth and skewing the truth, keeping the future sort of hostage here without giving you any insight, not taking action, not making things very clear, and sort of choosing this independent sort of side of myself, painting it like this was the only freedom I could have and not putting the energy and the effort towards a long-term commitment, a long-term vision, a long-term solidification of what this could be, to move in that direction in a balanced way. It was kind of very temporary, and it was temporarily supporting my selfish way of how I would live my life day in, day out. And it supported me for some time. And I feel like I never expected for this to change about me. But feeling you and experiencing this, I can't deny or suppress this anymore. I'm overwhelmed. But I'm overwhelmed by this experience with you as well, that I feel like, what if I fail? What if I can't? I'm so used to just doing things on my own, not used to having to work with someone else or have to deal with someone else or care about someone else or take care of someone else and all of that. But bigger than that feeling is the regret I have here for dismissing that you were someone who needed me to be there. And that all I think about now are the times that I could have stood up. I could have said certain things. I could have reacted and responded. And I chose the cowardly way, the way I always choose here. And I don't think it resulted in anything good except for you removing yourself. And so I want to feel you. I want to express to you. I want to bond with you. I feel like you're pulled away and I can't reach you. And I don't like feeling removed from you because you've been here for me. And I feel like I have to deal with the overwhelm I feel in this connection in order to face the truth, no matter how painful. And so I don't know where we started off, but I feel like it seems so long ago, a different me that wasn't planning on anything, that could still remain strong and independent and free. And now it's like, I've changed. I've completely changed. And I need to be honest and face this truth. I can't keep pretending to myself that I'm not that person that doesn't want to experience bonding with you and moving forward and having success with you. But this requires me to engage with you and remain in an energy that involves you, includes you, and becomes balanced, not removed, not secluded, and not providing any clarity about what my intention is for the future here. Because you're totally in the blind in regards to what I want for the future, or what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. Okay, pile number 3. My goodness, these readings. I tell you, we're going to do some charms. I see why this person's coming through. So I don't know what you did to trigger this person, but I feel like all these piles are triggered because they feel they're losing out, or they're seeing something very clearly now about how unfair they've been acting. Okay, so let's do these charms and see what we see. So we have a signpost that says camp. So when we're in camp, it's kind of like we're on vacation, or we're like checked out. So I feel this person was checked out, or maybe they've had time to rethink, or maybe you've pulled away, like you're on vacation, maybe literally. And so maybe you have a routine with this person and it's like you broke the routine or something, like you are removed, you're on camp, or you're unavailable right now. And it's like, they can't help but to reflect. It's like, I keep thinking about these memories, and it's like, I've been unfair. I've been really self-focused, and they can't seem to grab you or get your attention. Okay. And then we have the bat. So the bat talks about intuition, dream state, and intuitive knowing to be guided. Also in the dark. I feel like you've been in the dark. Here we have the scroll, and it's rolled up, and it's like, intuition is guiding, I feel, in this connection, but I feel like you've been blind because this person hasn't been communicating to you where you guys are navigating to. I feel there's a spiritual connection and a connection in the dream state. Here we have the moon and the star. So Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, a lot of fears in regards, again, to the future. What's the future vision this person has? I feel they didn't want to connect to the future in some way, or keep you sort of, blind to what the future would hold, because there's too much fear. If I have to commit to some sort of future vision, it would require me to be something. Here we have, it looks like a hand duster, or maybe like a tassel, but I'm getting like a hand duster, like clearing away. It's like removing or clearing away some of the debris. I don't know. There's more I'm feeling here. Let's put this over here and see if it comes through. So we have the mask. Yeah, it wasn't authentic. I was wearing this mask. I was trying to remain the old self of who I was, because I feel this person was one energy when you met them. But I feel like there's an inauthenticity when we wear the mask, and it's like the shield as well. So I project this version of myself, so you can't see the truest me. We have a flower here. Smiling flower. It should be a sunflower. And we have a key with wings. I feel like this person feels you're getting away. It's like the answer to my happiness is going to fly away. It's going to be absent here if I don't deal with it. And we have this little bug. And it's a cicada. What is this thing? It's a little bug with wings. So bugs can certainly be like little annoyances here, but I feel like even the sweeping away, I don't know, like things are bugging this person, and this come to the surface here. Yeah, what is this? I don't know. It's a little bug. Okay, let's put that there. And we have a heart with an arrow. So love struck, but also the arrow could be about like it's pierced this heart. So I feel like this person has pain when it comes to regret about how they treated this connection, how they treated the love that was being offered to them. It's like I was like piercing this love, And I don't know what the arrow gets, Sagittarius. So it's like an independent energy. So it's like my independence or my vision for myself was like hurting this love in some way because I was very fixed on my idea of where I wanted to go. It seems like someone very ambitious and very driven, but it's like not taking you into consideration here. I feel it is like an Ace of Wands energy too. And so here we have the eagle or a hawk. I'm not sure what it is. Kind of looks like a hawk. So this talks about ascension, but hawks have very good eyesight. So they need to take action and sort of dive in at the right time in order to attain what they need to and get a higher state of elevation for them to be able to see. So something about seeing something clearly now that I couldn't see before. And now I want to act. And look, we go from silver to gold. It's like the silver version of me as graduated or upgraded, leveled up to this gold version. And now I need to take action because I could see from a higher state of consciousness or more ascended. And a blind bat flying around. And it's taken time here with this turtle, sea turtle. It talks about longevity, protection. And we see the swallow or the swift. And so these types of birds were used in the Navy. And they were set by the sailors to see how close they are to land. So there's been a journey here, and we've been at sea for some time, I feel, like a long time, some of you guys navigating. And it's like, are we close to land yet? And throwing the bird out there to see, like, how close is this land for us to secure something and get out of these turbulent waters. And we have a cross, so some of you guys could certainly be Christian or religious because it's Jesus here. Okay, but this in the Lenormand, it talks about the pain. The cross is like the cross we carry, or the burden we carry here. Pain, suffering. I feel like there's been a history here that's been very challenging and very heavy to carry. But it's like, I don't know, maybe this person felt like they had to sacrifice something of themselves here, in order for them to be someone different. Yeah, there's lots of pain, I feel. There's another spiritual hand here. Okay, so I don't know. Some of you guys might be highly, highly spiritual here. And I feel this is representing the connection, the spirituality. Yeah, I don't know. This person feels very connected to you spiritually, religiously, however they are here. Here's the light bulb. Yeah, this is the energy. It's like all of a sudden, I don't know what's triggered this person. I feel like a light bulb went out. So either you had a conversation with this person to make them see the light, but it's like suddenly I had an epiphany. Suddenly I had a vision of what didn't work. And it's like, yeah, it's like a sudden need to act, a sudden need to make things clear, a sudden need to right the wrongs. But it was sudden. And now I could see where I couldn't. And I feel this person has an idea of what it is that they want to communicate or say to you. I'm getting Aquarius energy from the light bulb. So now we have the stethoscope. Okay, so it's like taking the health of this connection. I feel like the health of this connection might have been degrading. It's like now this person is tuning into the pulse of this connection, but they have to listen to it and be in tune with it. I feel they were very self-focused and removed. It's like I wasn't listening to the pulse of this connection or the life that you were giving in this connection. I feel they were removed and they want to do some healing to this connection, provide some healing, like be a doctor to this connection. Look at more cross energy. So this is also faith. And I feel this person has a strong faith here, Yeah, but I feel there's been a heaviness to carry. And I feel both of you guys carried sort of this pain, but maybe they felt like they had to sacrifice a part of themselves. It keeps coming through. It was a false understanding. So here we have a knife. Looks like a butter knife. So I don't know, like maybe they were spread thin, or they felt they might have been spread thin. But I'm getting this piercing through the heart with the arrow, and it's like, I don't know, it's like cutting away at something. The knife. One sword is also this sort of truth. I have to speak my truth. I have to be authentic, walk and talk the truth, but I have to see it clearly first. And so I feel this person had a hard time accepting a truth or seeing a truth or acting in a truth. There's the dog. So it's about loyalty, friendship. And it's a wiener dog. So I don't know, a long-time friendship. Maybe one of you guys has a wiener dog. But I feel like there's a friendship here that's going to stand the test of time, because we had here a card that meant this person doesn't want to, I don't know, like regardless of what happens here, I feel this person wants to be in your world, because what was it? Yeah. I love you today, tomorrow, and always. I was just a fool for not admitting it earlier. It's like there's a friendship here, a long time friendship that I don't want to ever part with, despite what I was saying or doing. And here we have fish, I think. Yeah, fish. So I'm getting, again, Christian. Okay, this person's Christian. But the fish is like, it's sort of aimless here. It doesn't have direction. It kind of goes with the flow, but it's like doing its own thing. It's a single fish here. And I feel like this person wasn't giving you clarity about the future or where they wanted this to go. There was no pointed direction, and it felt very solo. And they might have felt very spread thin, like I said, or needed to grab the sort of truth to communicate to you clarity, direction, certainty. It's like, but I'm this fish floundering here. But I feel this person feels this connection's abundant. And I feel like the fish is about the abundance they can have. And it's like, I've had a realization, an idea, an understanding. And now I can rise above here in this gold energy to take action before it's too late. So pile number 3, this is your reading. I hope this helped you. I love you very much. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous angels. Pile number 4, Steel Wizard Tarot. Let's take a look. Someone here who is absolutely dying to talk to you. I don't know who this is, but they needed to talk to you today because Spirit was really pulling through here with this message. Okay, so there is an urgency behind this, and we saw the urgency in all 3 piles. So let's see, because Spirit didn't want 3, Spirit wanted 4. So clearly there has to be urgency in all 4, because I'm very tired, and Spirit was like pulling through with these 4 piles. So let's see, what is this then about? Now, like I said in the intro, we don't want to pigeonhole this to be someone that we think. This could be anyone at all with a message for you that needs to communicate to you. Either they haven't been honest, or just didn't tell you the truth, or they just withheld, or they're unavailable to tell you, but for whatever reason, they want to communicate this to you. I'm not doing an energy check as to who this is, so it's very important to use your own intuition to gauge who this could be. Okay, so clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful pile number 4, Spirit. What is it that this person that's wanting to communicate to them wants to say to them? And why are they coming through tonight with this message? What do they want to say? Now, this could be your own energy, and this could be your high self. This could be someone you know's high self, but either way, this should resonate for you. If it doesn't, then you'll want to tap into another pile, okay? So, one more card here. And what we'll do is we'll read the tarot. And then we will channel this person directly, okay? So far we have Soul Twins, number 25. That's special in this deck. King of Pentacles in reverse, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. The Hangman, Pisces. 6 of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups, I Am, which is special in this deck. Okay, card 27 in reverse. The King of Wands in reverse, which is Aries, Leo, Sag. Evolution, which is also special in this deck. Oh my goodness. Card 26. 7 Pentacles, which is the energy and the effort we put into a manifestation. And then we have the Ace of Swords in reverse here. Okay, so what is it that pile 4 person wants to communicate here to them? One more. One falling off the bottom. What is it that pile number 4 person here wants to pull through, wants to communicate to them? There's one more. Oh, goodness. 2 more. Okay. What is it that pile 4 person wants to say to them? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of pile 4. Please protect me and the viewer and this connection as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you so much, Pile 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here doing your reading. Okay, I'm done playing games. Now we see why it's urgent. Someone's finished because maybe they didn't like the results of what they were experiencing here. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Yes, I am. The chemistry between us is off the charts. Okay, let's flip all these. Hopefully I have room. My goodness, these readings, I tell you. There's a lot of cards here, Pile 4. I think you guys probably got the most amount of cards here. I'll come back for you. Sounds like someone's coming back. Okay, growth. Wow, that's good. Mystery. Pisces energy. With the High Priestess with the purple here. Okay, I have a lot of Earth as well. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I'm the man, so we have ego. Why do I deserve someone like you? So yeah, ego in the way here. Some self-worth issues. Don't put up with my BS. Lots of ego, self-worth. Why do I feel this way? Right under mystery. What is the truth? More mystery. You've triggered me. More ego. No one understands me but you. So we're connecting here spiritually. They have hurt me. So we have past pain. I long for your kiss. Physical. You are so different from everyone around me. I can't take being away from you any longer. So this does feel like someone that's removed from your world at this time. Please give me a second chance. Coming back. Okay. I'm putting myself first right now. I think that's your energy. And then I hope the future will bring us together. And I was selfish and immature. Please forgive me. Okay. Wow. This message is also very clear and I can see why there's urgency. So let's read the cards first and then we'll channel your person and then we'll do some charms as well to get sort of an idea of who this could be. Although you should probably know by the time I'm done channeling. So we do have soul twins. Some of you guys are on this twin flame journey here, okay? But I feel like it's someone who's really mirroring some state of spirituality to you with the purple. There's a very spiritual connection I'm tapped into here, okay? So this person's been unavailable. I don't think you could rely on this person potentially to build something with you, okay? This person's having a major shift in how they're seeing this connection. And I feel like this person is somebody here who was dealing with pains of the past, an experience that kept them stuck in their world. And I feel like this person is so bonded to your energy that they've had time to think. They've been pulled away. I think you guys have been removed, you know, and mostly because this person has been someone you couldn't rely on. And they haven't been able to commit to you or provide you with any stability. This person feels your energy here. And I feel like they understand that they haven't provided you any clarity. This person's having a lot of growth. And I feel this person has been held back from acting towards you or feeling confident enough to pursue this connection in order for them to evolve spiritually. Because I feel there's a lot of spiritualness here in this connection. So I feel like there's self-worth issues here in connecting to the divine. And so this person might have been very focused on what was in front of them in the 3D here with the 7 Pentacles. But I feel like their experience in the 3D has left them empty-handed. So for a lot of you guys, this is someone who chose to focus on something else, career, a different lifestyle, something in front of them. And this thing in front of them hasn't produced. And so I went against my authentic nature. I went against my spirituality. I went against the thing that would make me grow, that was aligned with you, that I could feel, because of the fact that there was too much mystery or question around that spiritual growth, spiritual ascension that would push me outside my comfort zone. But now I want to come forward and I want to experience with you. And so I can't deny how I feel. And I feel like it's taken me being removed for me to see this energy. And I want you to know that I want to experience with you. But I'm still confused here in regards to why this is happening and what the main truth is here about this experience. And what I really wanted to deliver to you is it isn't because of you that I've been removed. It's because of a past experience that stunted me in the past, either as a child or just an experience that has kept me. I feel there's a spiritual immaturity here, or in a perpetual infancy when it comes to spirituality. I wasn't called to evolve or expand or grow until I was called with facing this connection in a way that would make me deal with the truth, but I suppressed it. And so it was easier for me to focus on the 3D thing in front of me, to cultivate that world. But always behind that, I always had a question about what more could I have experienced with the connection with you? What more was there spiritually for me? And it's like I just automatically shut it down, like it wasn't for me. But you've awakened this understanding within me. And I feel like you could see right through my soul here. And you could see why I was acting the way I was acting, or why I was hesitant, and why I do what I do here. But most of the people around me in my world can't see through me. They don't really understand that part of me. And so I could sort of scathe by here, like just be in that energy of what I'm used to and being comfortable without having to be seen. But I feel like in your energy, I have to actually be authentic. I actually have to have a truth. I actually have to stand in integrity. And I don't know that I was capable of doing that because of the pain that I haven't been addressing. And so I feel like I really desire to physically connect with you in a way here that's, I'm being passionately pulled. But I also know that because you can see me spiritually, I'd have to deal with the spiritual side of my own growth. And I would really be required to review my own life path here. And so I wasn't prepared. But I feel like I don't want to be apart from you any longer. And I really want you to see me differently and experience me differently. I feel like by me choosing this pentacle path, or this thing that I chose to focus on, even though it hasn't produced, there's almost like a sabotage. And I was choosing my own selfishness here rather than leaning into this connection, because there's a lot of mystery and a lot of question and that growth that I wasn't prepared to experience. So I really am praying that there is an experience here between you and I that will bring us together, because I don't know that I can be confident right now to pursue you. Yes, I want this. I really want forgiveness. I really want you to know how I feel. But I feel like I'm not confident enough to pursue your level of spirituality, pursue the growth this would require me to do. I feel like I'm still immature when it comes to you and experiencing this connection. And I feel like I'm learning and seeing this great truth about how I am and who I am. But the more I see here, it's like the more I could see how I was inauthentic, and the more it was that I wasn't being honest. And so I feel like you have something that a lot of people don't in my world, which is this spiritual ability to see me, all of me, the parts of me here that I've been suppressing or denying. And it's like, I don't want to be that anymore, but I don't know then how to just jump into this authentic spiritual side of myself. And so there's a big question mark around what that person looks like. But I know I don't want to run anymore. I don't want to lie or pretend like this other world matters more, because I know that the spiritual side of myself is craving this growth, is pulling me in that direction. And I also feel like I really, really want to connect with you physically here. And so this will come with me having to address the spiritual side. So my ego gets in the way here, because I feel like my ego is the one that's calling me to do the actions here in the 3D world that I keep sort of engaged with, but it's not providing any growth in my world. And it's like, I know that you're on another level here energetically. I don't know how I can get there. And I'm not sure. I'm in two worlds here, and why I feel this way, or why I feel I can't level up, or why I feel I can't connect spiritually to myself. And so I feel trapped or triggered or inauthentic, like I can't really express myself. Okay, so pile number 4. I'm going to channel this person and what it is that they want to say to you, okay? That was reading the cards. Now we're going to channel what they're going to say to you. King of Cups under that. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel a lot of love for you inside, and it's masked up here with my inauthenticity. In this 3D world, I'm paying a lot of attention to a world that I'm choosing that's not rewarding. I know this. I think you know this, but it's difficult for me to admit this. Your world is greater. It's more expansive. It pulls me into this spiritual understanding of who I can be, my full potential. And I feel like I haven't been prepared to pursue this, although I feel there's a lot of passion towards you. I feel like I'm still immature here when it comes to that side of myself. I need you to know that I feel a lot of love for you. I want to say I'm sorry and express to you how I feel. I know I haven't been someone you could rely on, someone you could build with, someone stable enough to commit to you. I feel like we are soul partners here, and you're reflected in my soul. I come to this understanding, but there's a part of myself that I can't connect with, and that is the spiritual side of myself that connects to this light being that I am. I'm very connected to this 3D world that I've built, and thinking that I am this body, this world, and this energy that I'm like invested in here. So I feel very disconnected from the spiritual world. And you've brought this to my awareness. And so it's pulling me outside of my comfort zone to grow as a person. I no longer want to pretend that I'm just this 3D body, that this connection doesn't matter, that I don't see that there's something more here. But I want to be honest with you and say that I still feel like I can't express myself fully because I don't understand why I feel like I'm in two sort of bodies, or one part of me that is very removed from my spirituality and the other part of me that's sort of engaged in the 3D. But it's not fulfilling. And I just sort of keep this world. I'm done doing this. I don't want to be here because it's not rewarding. And so I need you to know that I want to connect with you when I have a better understanding. And when I deal with this egoic part of myself that keeps me in this perpetual 3D version of myself that isn't rewarding, it's not providing me any substance. And so I feel like my whole world seems upside down here until I deal with the spiritual side. I feel like you've awakened this within me, but nothing makes sense. And I feel like you can see the true version of who I am. And you can understand that there's this spiritual depth to me that I don't even see in myself. I feel like the past experience that I've had has really been something that stunted my growth spiritually. And I kind of got stuck there. And I haven't surpassed that point, that trauma, that part that kept me very stuck. And so I feel spiritually called, but also very physically, passionately pulled to you. I feel it every time I'm in your presence. And I feel like because you can see me in the spiritual side is something that I can't put words to. And I just feel like I need to figure this out right now and sort through it, but I no longer want to lie to myself about it. And so this might take time as I sort through and figure out my spirituality, as I become more honest, as I see through this false self of mine, this inauthenticity that I've been living, this lack of clarity that I've had in the direction in which I want to go. I've been focused on things here that haven't been producing. And so therefore, I feel like it's taken a lot of time. But I don't want to be away from you much longer. And I feel like when I am prepared, I hope that you're ready for me. I really want to come back. And I hope that you're ready to give me a second chance, because the version of me that you've experienced was someone very immature, someone who was not at your level spiritually and energetically. So I really want you to understand that I'm sorry. There is love here. I'm just lacking confidence in that spiritual side of raising myself up to this greater version of me. I can't reach my authenticity. And I feel you're in your authenticity. You understand who you are clearly. And so I'd only bring you down. And I would only be this fake version of myself. And what good is this? So I feel like the divine is keeping me in this lesson of having to bond with who I truly am spiritually so that I can make myself available to you on a different level in order for me to become your equal, or at least someone who can provide, and we could both grow from each other. It wouldn't be fair for me to sort of have you energetically focused on me and my own growth. Okay, pile number 4. My goodness, this is very spiritual. I feel this person is working on their spiritual growth. They've had some download and understanding about their spiritual self. So I feel this connection has provided them with this deeper layer. Let's look at the charms and see if we could get some more. Okay, moon and fear. Okay, with the moon, lots of emotions. And we see the stars. So stars about hope. I feel like they see something in the future here that right now they just fear taking action towards this vision of what they hope for. So lots of healing happening. Butterflies about transformation. So this person's amidst some spiritual transformation coming into full form, which I feel is them connecting to their being with the I am that we saw, love. So they feel a lot of love here for you with this heart and this love. Okay, we see another heart here with the key, and we see a key, and another key, and another key. Wow, how many keys do we have? We have 3 hearts, or sorry, yes, we do have 3 hearts. Look at that. We have 3 hearts, 3 keys. There could have been a third party situation this person chose over you, okay, for some of you guys. But I feel like it was the safe zone, but it's not producing for them in their world. And it's like only one of these has the keyhole. And I feel like this person knows that you're the answer here to their heart, or you have the key to their heart, or some understanding. You know, that's only one option here. One feels very hollow. And I feel like this person has to take the key in order to open up their heart here, to allow the love to come out. But I feel like they didn't choose wisely is what I feel. And I feel they let you down here with all these keys. But I do feel there's love. Look at this tree. So this is all about health. This could be that 6 cups in reverse. There's like an experience I had, you know, at childhood that stunted my ability to be stable. But this is giving me this growth, something stable, secure, very solid. It's like this person is growing to be something, a healthier version of themselves. There's the bat, talking about intuition, dreams. So you might have had to really follow our intuition or fly blindly, navigating blindly. Here's a spider. So I'm getting Scorpio energy from the bat and also from the spider. I'm also getting Pisces. And so this is creating our own stability, but we're the creator of our world. I feel like this person cowered it out in regards to taking an easy path or not creating the world that they wanted to see. You know, I think they just chose an easy path is what I feel. So here we have a flower. It looks kind of like a sunflower. And that came up for all 3 piles. And here we have the owl. So it's like my experience has brought one understanding. And I feel like they have an understanding now that's wiser than they did when you may be connected with this person. Yeah, there's a new understanding here of wisdom, but I don't feel they're ready to act on it is what I feel. So we have a book and it says, Once Upon a Time. So this is like a story, a fantasy, a closed book. Could talk about the hidden knowledge. But it's like there's more to this story that could be written that this person didn't experience or didn't pursue. I feel like this book was still closed. They didn't pursue you or they didn't allow the story to be written. There's a bow. This is about a gift. This person feels like you're a gift, you know, like you'd be something in their world that they could give to themselves, which is their spirituality, their growth, their expansion. But they might have rejected the calling here. Okay, so we see the zebra, one of a kind, unique. So you've touched this person in a way I feel is very, very different. Turtle, taken a very long time. This could be about being very guarded and protected. Okay, like protected by the divine, but also very guarded in our own way of being. We have scissors, so they might have cut you out, or they might have to cut certain cords that they weren't prepared to cut. I feel this person is really, really awakening to what they have to cut out of their world in order to be set free. Abacus, so I'm getting King of Swords energy. Okay, like strategizing, coming up with a plan of action here. This person might be very good at math as well. Very strategic in some way here, but I think they were trying to come up with some strategy. Because they seem very 3D. And here we have the hand. I don't know what it's called, but the hand that's like, I don't want to do it, but where your thumb goes between your fingers, because in my culture, it's actually bad luck. But I think in some cultures, it's the hand of protection. Okay, protection with this turtle. I don't know. I'm getting bad luck, because for me, it's like someone puts like a curse on someone or like wishes them not good. I feel this person might feel like they were unlucky in the decision they chose, you know? Yeah, they feel unlucky because they chose poorly. There's the snake. It's a cobra. And cobras attack. Snakes are all about wisdom and shedding the old version of self, healing. But I feel like this is like venom. This person might have been very difficult to deal with, you know? Very reactionary. They might have just reacted. And here's a bull. So we have Taurus energy, could be very stubborn, very fixed. And the purse. So the purse could be, you know, that saying where balls are in someone's purse. Like, I don't know. Was this person being controlled by someone else? We had 3 keys. Could be that this person wasn't breaking free from a version of themselves, you know, or very egoic with this purse. You know, choosing the material world with the purse. I feel this person is very pentacle driven as well, like practical, like it could be a relationship, but very like matrixy. Here we have a flower, and this flower has leaves. So it's grown. It's looking a lot like that. So yes, there's been a lot of growth here, specifically from when you last connected with this person. A lot of growth. And I feel like this person is really coming to some understanding of what they want. Here we see the antelope. This is giving me masculine energy with the antlers. Okay, but it's leaping. I feel this person is coming towards you is what I feel, you know, and maybe they were afraid at one point in time and ran away or didn't feel empowered. I feel this person feels empowered to come towards you, to take big strides here. They're willing to take big strides. Hummingbird, all about the nectar of life. This person definitely sees, like I said, this connection as a gift, some form of nutrients for them, you know. They also see someone very graceful, but they have to navigate here in a way that I think they're not familiar with this hummingbird, because hummingbirds kind of move in all sort of directions very gracefully. 2 leaves. So, and look, 2 leaves here. Leaves fall from a tree when it's done, sort of in the fall time. I feel this person's shedding certain things in order to grow new leaves. So there is a rebirth here with this person, okay? This is what they want to communicate to you. I feel this person misses you, and I feel like this person is really focused on dealing with what they need to deal with here in order for them to make themselves available to you. But they feel you're on some other spiritual level. They feel they can't see you, so they have to fly blind. Maybe you've abandoned this person, you know, in some way, but they feel you energetically, so they're trying to get to you. But I feel like in the 3D, there's a separation here is what I feel. Okay, or at least this is how they feel. And I feel they feel very empty without you. So, beautiful angels, this is your reading. I hope this helped you, and I will see you at the next one, okay? Bye-bye.